Right now, an update on the vandal in Fitchburg that left carvings of swastikas on cars.
Plus, new bills to make finding childcare easier for your family. Why one state agency says they don't go far enough.
And you'll probably need the jacket all day long. Temperatures are about 10 to 12 degrees cooler this morning, but there is some sunshine in our forecast tomorrow. We'll have more coming up.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first warn forecast. Just a touch cooler out there this morning, Kelly.
Yeah, 10 to 12 degrees cooler, so you probably need a jacket. And I know it's not really that cold this morning, but we're not going to warm up a whole lot as we will continue under this northerly flow. And a lot of clouds around keeping these temperatures down. And as mentioned, we are running, well, about 10 to 12, 13 degrees cooler than where we were at this time yesterday morning. So it is a cooler start to the morning. Right now it's at 60 here in Madison, just updated a few minutes ago. 63 in Janesville, the Dells at 59. Northerly winds continue to funnel in some of that cooler air from Canada. Right now it's 60 in Windsor, Cottage Grove at 60, Stoughton at 62, 63 right now. Verona, cloudy skies today, jacket weather needed with temperatures holding in the 60s all day long. And it's going to feel like fall as we close out this week. Really a beautiful weekend setting up with sunshine and temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. So clouds will keep our temperatures down throughout the day in the upper 60s this afternoon. May see a little bit of sunshine there in Crawford, Grant, and also Vernon counties a little bit later on today. But kids headed off to the bus stop probably need a sweatshirt or light jacket. Temperatures in the upper 50s with the clouds around, a little bit brisk this morning with that wind out of the north. 67 expected headed home from school. Talk about some sunshine returning tomorrow and the all-important weekend forecast coming up.
Hope that sun sticks around. Thanks, Kelly. All right, let's continue our coverage now of that brutal sexual assault downtown. This morning, the suspect is waking up in the Dane County Jail.
The details of this case are so disturbing. Officers arresting 26-year-old Brandon Thompson yesterday, just after 7 in the morning. The charges he's facing are up on your screen. Police credit dozens of security videos from community members for helping in this arrest. That video shows Thompson following the woman downtown before the attack. A neighbor heard it and went outside to investigate. Police say Thompson pretended to have found the woman at that point, then left before police arrived. Other video shows Thompson's license plate, which ultimately led to his arrest. Police say there is no connection between the two.
Assaults of this kind are extremely rare here in Madison, but when they do occur, we come together in anger, in sadness, sometimes in fear, but always in support.
Police actually pulled Thompson over earlier in the evening for a registration violation. Officers say the vehicle and Thompson's clothing matched video from the attack. The UW-Madison student, meanwhile, is expected to survive.
An update now on a string of vandalism in a Fitchburg neighborhood.
Shane Hogan is here with a potential break in this case. Shane, it seems like police might have a suspect in mind.
Yeah, Leah, that's right. Police have identified and interviewed a suspect who they believe to be solely responsible for these crimes in Fitchburg. Police have received more than 24 incidents of damages to vehicles and homes in the Seminole Hills neighborhood in Fitchburg. Some vehicles there were found with their tires slashed. Others had swastikas carved into them, but police say they do not believe the incident was targeted or hate-based. Police aren't releasing the name of the suspect right now, but they say criminal damage and property charges are being referred to the Dane County District Attorney's Office. So once those charges are officially filed, we will continue to provide an update here on this situation, but it does seem like police have a suspect in mind.
Yeah, a lot of homeowners probably happy to hear that this morning. Shane, thank you. Now to the story of a former Sauk Prairie police officer accused of obstructing an investigation into a crash with his own vehicle. 38-year-old Joel Ludowitz was in court yesterday. You can see him here receiving a bond of $500. The car crash in question, it happened last December. Investigators say Ludowitz crashed his vehicle, left it totaled at the bottom of an embankment, and then fled. He later reported the car stolen. When someone found it and reported the crash, Ludowitz was one of the first officers on the scene. He ultimately resigned from the police department after going on administrative leave earlier this year.
This morning, a nursing home on the east side is without a kitchen after a fire. Crews responded to Belmont Road around 5 in the morning Wednesday. On their way there, they heard the fire was out. It happened right on the stovetop in the kitchen. They alerted Public Health Madison Dane County because they're a nursing home. An employee reportedly told firefighters they'd arrived that morning to the fire and that the stove was just serviced the day before. Public Health ordered the kitchen to stay closed until further inspection.
6:04, as the rest of the country sees an increase in COVID cases, Wisconsin is also recording an uptick in what data they're able to collect. Take a look. These are the levels of COVID found in Wisconsin's wastewater. They've gone up quickly in the last few weeks. The last time levels were this high was in early April. You can see on this graph, though this graph dates back to March. Still, those numbers are nowhere near peak levels during the pandemic. The DHS says wastewater monitoring can serve as an early warning sign of increasing coronavirus cases. However, important to note, this data only covers about half of the state's population.
And if a student is showing symptoms, it can be hard to tell the difference between COVID, cold, or flu symptoms, which we all know can overlap. Dr. David Ottenbaker at SSM Health providing some clarity here. He says the only real way to know whether your child has COVID is to get them tested. He says there will come a time where COVID is just another virus we deal with, and we're headed in that direction, but not quite there yet. Until we are, Ottenbaker says it's common sense that really makes the difference.
Want to be mindful that if you don't test, you still are infectious. And we probably should have done this more, diligently in the past as well, that when you do get sick, stay home from school or work.
Looking ahead to how to protect your family this fall from COVID, the FDA is looking to approve an updated Moderna booster sometime this week.
At the state capitol, the Republican-controlled legislature is talking about impeaching the newest member of the state Supreme Court. Speaker Robin Vos says Justice Janet Protasewicz made comments during her campaign that should bar her from weighing in on redistricting cases. Protasewicz called the maps unfair and rigged, though she never said how she would vote on those cases. Republicans are also arguing her acceptance of a nearly $10 million donation from the Wisconsin Democratic Party disqualifies her because the party supports redistricting. Now, Democrats are pushing back.
Since the founding of our state in 1848, no state legislature has even introduced articles of impeachment in order to nullify a vote by the people of Wisconsin to gain partisan advantage. Now it has been publicly floated as a threat and an act of political extortion by Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos.
Democrats are launching a multi-million-dollar campaign now to pressure Republicans out of impeachment efforts. Speaker Vos says the campaign only further shows coordination between the state's Democratic Party and Protasewicz. Democrats say because Protasewicz won her race by such a large margin, efforts to impeach her would hurt Republicans in 2024.
Also at the Capitol, the fight over child care continues. Wisconsin's Department of Children and Families wants a new set of Republican bills to do more. Those bills largely focus on loosening regulations for daycare centers. Testifying yesterday, the department's top official said some of the ideas represented are helpful but do not address the root of the problem.
Wages continue to be the core problem, along with lack of benefits. A lot of child care providers don't have basic benefits like health insurance.
What do you think would incentivize someone to get into this industry? I mean, that's kind of the issue.
Tom.
Governor Evers wants to take state funds and extend that pandemic-era program, Child Care Counts. That program sent checks directly to child care centers to help cover payroll and maintenance costs.
A third Democrat is running for Congress in a western Wisconsin district. Former La Crosse County Board Chair Tara Johnson wants to represent the Republican-leaning 3rd Congressional District. The seat currently belongs to Representative Derek Van Orden, who beat out Ron Kind in this last election. Johnson spent 20 years on the county board before stepping down in 2020. She joins Rebecca Cook, who ran for the seat and lost in 2022, and Aaron Knights, a Harvard Law School student, who have all announced campaigns.
Well, it looks like UW Badger fans are getting what they asked for. There were a lot of complaints from fans at Camp Randall Saturday that the music was too loud and the timing of the music was off, and sometimes played over the officials. A statement from UW Athletics says officials are aware of the issue, they're working on it, they're going to adjust the levels going forward. So we will see if they can work things out in time for the Georgia Southern game here on the 16th.
It was loud, but it kind of pumped me up, got me going.
Yeah, you don't want it to be too loud, though.
That's
not
true.
Good for your hearing.
Don't drown out the band.
Right.
Don't mess with my On Wisconsin.
Right.
You're right. 6:09 coming up after a big upset last year, how the Badgers are preparing to take on the Washington Cougars.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Josh Ryder. We are working for the weekend on this Thursday morning, and coming up, we're going to see what's happening this first weekend in September in the 608.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Elevate your savings at the Century House. Right now, buy stressless recliners, sofas, and office chairs and earn up to $1,500 credit toward the purchase of additional stressless furniture. Or receive $400 off the purchase of any stressless signature base or cross-base recliner and ottoman. Don't wait. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
I know what it's like to perform through pain. If you're like me, one of the millions suffering from pain caused by migraine, Nurtec ODT may help. It's the only medication that can treat a migraine when it strikes and prevent migraine attacks. Treat and prevent all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
We're in this together. Talk to a doctor about Nurtec ODT.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, we're back, folks, here at 6:12, taking a live look at the White House. President Biden is canceling all remaining oil and gas leases in Alaska's National Wildlife Refuge. It comes after the Biden administration let down environmental groups earlier this year for approving an oil project in Alaska. This, of course, after he promised that he would not do that during his campaign. Some of those critics are pleased with the new cancellation, but say more should be done. Meantime, Democrats and Republicans have been fighting over Alaska's Arctic refuge for decades. In 2017, Republicans passed a tax bill to open a small portion of the region for drilling. That drilling never happened. Biden's Interior Secretary suspended drilling leases in 2021. The 2017 law does require some land in the Arctic refuge to be leased, but any new leasing will likely be subject to tighter environmental regulations.
Prosecutors in Donald Trump's Georgia election interference case say the trial will take 4 months. The estimate came in a televised hearing yesterday, the first time cameras have been allowed in the courtroom for any of the former president's cases. The Fulton County judge said, though, the case won't be ready to go forward in October as originally planned. Once it does start, more than 150 witnesses are expected to be called to the stand. And a witness in the federal case over Trump's handling of classified documents is now cooperating with the Justice Department. A Mar-a-Lago IT worker has reached an agreement with the DOJ to testify in exchange for no prosecution. The worker hasn't been charged with any crimes at this point. The deal marks the first time Special Counsel Jack Smith has publicly acknowledged that he has the cooperation of a key witness in this case.
6:14, we're working for the weekend in the 608.
Josh Breider is here with a rundown of all that's happening. A lot of stuff happening this first fall weekend, Josh.
Yeah, Labor Day is gone, so now we're kind of making the switch over here to September. With this new season, we're starting to see a shift in all of those local activities as well. First up here, Ironman Wisconsin returns to the capital city on Sunday, a sure sign of fall. This is more than 140 miles of pure excitement, emotion, and spirit right here in the Madison Metro. Ironman Wisconsin has become known as a rite of passage in the triathlon community. The run under the bright lights of the Camp Randall Stadium and the relentless spirit of the Badger State are iconic experiences of this historic event. Well, many fall festivals are kicking off this weekend as well. This is the season opening weekend for Enchanted Valley Acres and Cross Plains. They're open Saturdays and Sundays throughout September, as well as every Friday in October and even Thursdays closer to Halloween. Pumpkins, flowers, and food will be available for purchase. And finally, how about this one? Pancakes and Planes. This is at the Waunakee Airport on Sunday from 7:30 to noon. The hot pancake breakfast is $10 for adults, $7 for kids 12 and under. And weather permitting, you can even go for an airplane ride for a soaring view of Madison and Waunakee. Remember, you can always see what's happening by going to channel3000.com/in-the608. There's also our community calendar in partnership with our friends over at Madison Magazine. We're starting to see a little bit more fall weather, fall activities. I started decorating the house with a little bit of fall stuff this week, guys. September is here, whether we like it or not. I just hope that we can, keep fall around a little bit longer than we sometimes see here in Wisconsin.
That would be nice. That would be nice. This weekend, though, looking pretty comfy. Thanks for letting us know about what's going on.
You bet.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608 this fall season. Reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email.
Yeah, feeling a little cooler out there this morning, Kelly Slifka.
Yeah, definitely quite a change from what we had over the Labor Day weekend. We had that last hurrah of summer, and then just like that, we flipped the switch, and now definitely feeling like autumn. And of course, as Josh mentioned, we do have a lot of activities. Ironman, obviously a big thing happening in Madison on Sunday. A lot of sunshine in the morning, a few clouds in the afternoon. Very comfortable, especially if you're a spectator. No rain expected and light winds. That's good news for those that are taking part in the Ironman. Temperatures in the mid-70s, just about ideal conditions. They may actually like it a little bit cooler, but for us that'll be watching really good conditions for the Ironman this Sunday. A little cool today. Temperatures in the 60s. Probably going to need the jacket all day long. We have a lot of clouds right now. I don't really expect them to break up throughout the afternoon. We will get back into some sunshine tomorrow, and it's going to be warming up through the weekend, turning out to be a really nice weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. This morning, we do have a bit of a wind coming in out of the north. That's keeping these temperatures down. We continue to see some of that cooler air work into the Badger State. They should start to lighten up as we get toward the dinner hour and going into the evening. Our average high is 76, only expecting the high of 68 today, so it's going to be cooler than average, definitely feeling like autumn. We're on the backside of that storm system, and a lot of times these areas of low pressure, they move on in, they kind of get hung up right over the Great Lakes states, especially when we don't have a very strong jet stream, and that's what this area of low pressure is doing. It's just getting stuck right over the Great Lakes states. We're on the backside of it. That clearing line where they are expecting some sunshine will hold off right along the Mississippi River, maybe nudge into parts of Grant and Crawford County. So we have the cool air for now, but we're going to see that jet stream lift to the north going into the weekend. So we will see a warm up, but it's going to be fairly temporary. It looks like we'll get another batch of some cooler air working in by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. And that means temperatures back in the 60s and below average temperatures. So kind of a topsy-turvy temperature range going over the next 10 days. We'll warm up going into the weekend. As mentioned, we will cool back in the 60s by the early and middle part of next week. Right now, 60 at Madison, 58 in the Dells, 56 in Watertown, Juneau down to 54, while Janesville's at 63. So quite a range of temperatures. A little cooler to the north. Right now, 58 in Sun Prairie, while it is 62 right now in Belleville across Dane County. A lot of clouds right now with that northerly wind, feeling a little bit cool. Cloudy skies throughout most of today. Temperatures in the mid-60s here early this afternoon, only topping out in the upper 60s. There's some of that clearing expected to take place in Crawford, Vernon, and Grant County later today. But the rest of us socked in with the clouds. The first warm forecast keeps it cool today, 68. A little milder tomorrow as that sun reappears. 78, really nice Saturday. Sunday looks great as well. A few clouds rolling in. That chance of rain will hold off until late Sunday night, Monday into Tuesday of next week.
Week 2 last season was a huge letdown for the Badgers. Wisconsin outgained Washington State by nearly 150 yards and somehow lost at home by 3. It's a memory that this group hasn't forgotten about. You know, the Cougars dancing on the W and singing their fight song. Well, fast forward to this year, UW has an opportunity to return the favor, and it's safe to say they can't wait for Saturday night.
We're disappointed. I think that, there's a lot of things that we, could control that didn't go our way. Obviously, kudos to them. They made it tough on us, defensively, and they finished the game as well. So it's a whole new game. It's a whole new season, a whole new opportunity.
I remember them storming the field and jumping on the W. Like I said, very excited to go to their house and make things right again.
The countdown is down to 4 days until the Jordan Love era begins, and the new Packer QB1 could be without his top 2 wideouts for Week 1 against the Bears. Both Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs did not practice on Wednesday because of hamstring injuries, and the two are the most experienced receivers on the roster. So if they can't go, that would leave Samori Toure as the only wideout on the roster who's played in a regular season game. The Wisconsin volleyball team has seen its share of tough tests already this season. Through 5 matches, the Badgers have gone up against 4 teams ranked in the top 25, including 3 last week. This week, though, the competition is not as stiff. UW hosts Arizona and Miami, 2 teams unranked, but just because there's no number in front of their opponents' names doesn't mean Kelly Sheffield's squad's going to take them lightly.
These players that have been here for a few years, that they're kind of used to, every week has some things at stake. We've got 2 home matches against Arizona and Miami, like you said, and those are pretty good programs with pretty good coaches. I think we'll be where we need to be.
That's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Still ahead, one of the greatest athletes ever has a surprising new job. The next step in Tom Brady's career.
And as we head to break, a look at gas prices here in Dane County and the state. We'll be right back.
Watch News 3 Now at 6 with Eric, Charlotte, Gary, and Zach. Weeknights.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale on now with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
This is Matt Gunderson. Your relationship with Gunderson Life Celebration Centers doesn't end after a life celebration is done. Our aftercare service allows you to reach out to our grief support whenever you feel like you need them. Visit GundersonFH.com.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
You got me.
Tag. You're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza. A lot more.
That's our extra-large New York-style take-and-bake pizza. And it's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. And only $9.99.
Do I have to share it?
It's recommended, but not required. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Save on your next project with 11% off everything at Menards. Get superior engine protection with Valvoline heavy-duty conventional diesel motor oil. Its balanced formula helps maximize engine durability. A gallon is $14.99 after rebate. Gorilla Tape provides great results for quick fixes around the house. Made with a double-thick adhesive construction. It grips smooth, rough, and uneven surfaces. Rip it, stick it, done. A 30-yard roll is just $7.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale on now with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home with Serta Queen mattresses from $2.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. Let's take a peek at Melissa's morning. Bit of a cool, cloudy guy.
Here's hoping for more sun than no sun in this picture.
My microphone's off. Hold on.
Oh, Chris.
I did that.
Say that witty comment.
It wasn't
again.
witty. Moment's over. Moment's over.
Had to be there.
Shane's here with the talker. What's going on, Shane?
Hey, guys. Good morning. Well, the GOAT is returning to work. Tom Brady coming back, but it's not football related.
Oh, yeah?
Brady is now working for Delta Airlines. The company announced Brady will be a strategic advisor to the airline. The former NFL star will work on internal employee training for the airline's more than 90,000 employees and will appear in external advertising campaigns.
I think this is interesting.
I do too.
Say more.
Because if you're gonna, training's boring, right?
That's true. That's
training
true.
is boring. If you want your employees to pay attention, Tom Brady could get your attention.
That's a great way to look at it.
Okay.
So he's not only just the spokesperson, external whatever. He's going to be a spokesperson, so he's going to get paid there, but he's also going to work on the inside for all their employees.
I mean, if you need to get fired up, I would rather listen to Tom Brady than some corporate head. Yeah.
Nobody's going to be on their phone texting when Tom Brady's talking.
That is for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, interesting. All right. Thanks, Shane. Don't go anywhere. We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
For muscle cramps and spasms, TheraWorks absorbs quickly for relief. So get back at it.
TheraWorks works.
For fast muscle relief, TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
Right now, wild new video out of Racine. The moment a city bus collides with a school bus and flips it over.
This is not Madison. This is not UW-Madison.
Plus, an arrest made in that violent sexual assault from over the weekend of a UW-Madison student. We'll have the community's effort to catch the suspect.
We're seeing the first signs of fall here in southern Wisconsin. The sun really just coming up over Madison at 6:30. We're waking up to cooler weather there too, Kelly.
Feeling like autumn this morning. It's going to feel like it all day long. Right now it's starting out in the upper 50s and low 60s. And it's going to be a cool day today, but sun does return tomorrow. More on that coming up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. You are waking up to a bit of a cloudy, cool morning. Kelly, you're talking about a 10-degree difference between this morning and yesterday morning, right?
Yeah, it's about 10 degrees cooler, and it's not drastically cold, but definitely need a jacket this morning, and probably need the jacket all day long. It's not a heavy jacket weather, but a sweatshirt or a light jacket. Right now we're starting out at 60 this morning, which is about 10 to 12 degrees cooler than where we were at this time yesterday morning. 62 in Middleton. Right now winds are at 60 as well. We have a northerly wind, so that's bringing in some of that cool air up from the north. 58 in the Dells, 54 in Juneau, 56 in Watertown. A little milder right now in Janesville at 63. So jacket weather just about all day long today with that northerly wind, keeping it cool. Highs only in the 60s. A lot of clouds around. It's going to feel fall-like to close out this work week, and it's going to be a nice weekend. Temperatures back into the mid to upper 70s and a lot of sunshine for both Saturday and Sunday. Clouds will be stuck here across most of the state. The only exception will be right along the Mississippi River. Expecting some sunshine, at least that clearing line to move on in. But here in Madison, most areas likely to be socked in with the clouds throughout the day today. So 60 right now, that north wind making it feel cooler. Only in the low 60s at the noon hour, so it's going to feel rather cool throughout the afternoon. Want to get to our first warn traffic because those headed over to Verona High School and the Epic campus, we do have an accident that is causing delays here. So if you are headed in that direction on the west side of Verona, be on the lookout for that. That's your first warn traffic this morning.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thanks for keeping an eye on that. We appreciate it. Hey, 4 alert days over this past weekend, drought conditions across the state, and a summer of air quality advisories from Canadian wildfires. It's really the story across the country. Extreme weather has local climate experts now sounding the alarm. We talked to the new head of Wisconsin's climatology office. He says there's no doubt extreme events are becoming more common. And what we're seeing here locally is proof of the changing climate.
It is important to make sure we separate whether this is anecdotal or whether there's evidence to back it up. And we have plenty of evidence to show that extreme weather has become more common and more expensive.
That's lead climatologist Steve Vavris. He also runs the Wisconsin Initiative on Climate Change Impacts. He says the office's data on precipitation totals, temperatures, and more, it all dates back decades, and it backs up the trends the rest of the country and really the world are seeing when it comes to climate change.
When weather happens, folks, we have your back on the First Warn Weather app. If you don't have it, just search WISC Weather wherever you get your apps.
All right, a major update now to an attack and a sexual assault downtown over the weekend. We're learning more about the suspect and how police were able to ID and arrest him.
Our Shane Hilligan has been covering this story this week for us here on the morning show. Shane, we're hearing some new details, and they're all coming about just 3 days, really, after this crime happened.
Yeah, Chris, that's right. Authorities announcing Wednesday they arrested this man, 26-year-old Brandon Thompson, in connection with that sexual assault. And they say it was thanks in part to eyewitness accounts and video that helped bring him in custody. Thompson was booked into the Dane County Jail yesterday morning on tentative charges of first-degree reckless injury, first-degree sexual assault, and strangulation. Investigators went through the area of West Wilson and Bedford Streets 3 times, hoping for more witnesses to come forward. Authorities also put out a call to anyone nearby who had surveillance video. All of that information helped them get a description of Thompson and the vehicle that he allegedly drove away in.
Video that we received from the community proved to be a linchpin in the investigation. Detectives were able to read a license plate that directly led to the identification of Brandon Thompson as the perpetrator of this assault.
Another disturbing detail here, Thompson reportedly pretended to have found the woman after attacking her and left the scene before officers arrived. We're also learning more about the suspect through his attorney, who says Thompson is a UW-Milwaukee graduate with a criminal justice administration degree. Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes says the attack was completely random, and as far as the survivor goes, she's a UW-Madison student in her 20s and was taken to the hospital in critical condition. All police have shared so far is that she is expected to live. So some good news there, and a major breakthrough in this case that we will continue to follow.
You know, I've heard from people who have been on edge the past few days after this happened. This is some reassuring news for them that there is a suspect in custody now, and kudos to everybody who shared that surveillance footage. Police putting this together over the course of just a couple of days and getting this individual in custody. Shane Hogan reporting for us. Thanks, Shane. Now to some new information this morning. A 14-year-old boy is in critical condition after crashing a dirt bike. It happened near Dodgeville on Rowe Road shortly before 7 o'clock Tuesday evening. The Iowa County Sheriff's Office says the boy lost control of the bike and crashed. His family called 911. First responders rushed the boy to UW Hospital in Madison.
Now to that new video out of Racine, all caught on a neighbor's Ring doorbell cam. You can see a school bus going down a side street, running a stop sign here, getting hit by a city bus. You can see it flips over there. This happened near the Horlick High School just after classes got out around 3:30 yesterday. Nearby neighbors rushed to the scene and got the city bus driver out. They had to be med-flighted for their injuries. Luckily, no kids were on this school bus. You can see it here on its side, but 8 people were on the city bus. It's not clear this morning if they were injured. There is a tree here that potentially blocks the stop sign at that corner. Police say it's a possible cause for this crash.
A live look at the state capitol this morning. Democratic state lawmakers are trying to raise the minimum wage for workers who get tips. The current minimum wage for those folks is $2.33 an hour. Senator Chris Larson of Milwaukee and Representative Francesca Hong of Madison are reintroducing a bill to eliminate that lower minimum wage for tipped workers and just set that one statewide minimum wage of $7.25, which it currently sits at the moment. This would have a huge impact on places like bars and restaurants.
I'm tired of seeing my coworkers also so exhausted and panicked, wondering if another table will come in so that they can buy groceries and feed their family. And I'm tired of relying on the kindness and generosity of complete strangers to pay my bills. This has to change. We just want enough.
Lawmakers also say the bills would help staffing challenges because of lower wages.
Governor Evers says he plans on vetoing a GOP-proposed $3 billion tax cut, saying it would send the state on a path to bankruptcy. The announcement comes after the Assembly Ways and Means Committee approved that tax cut bill yesterday. The bill would increase breaks on retirement income and reduce the third highest tax bracket rate to 4.4%. The full Assembly plans on taking up the bill on Tuesday.
Also, Governor Tony Evers and Senator Tammy Baldwin are reporting no COVID-19 symptoms after visiting with First Lady Dr. Jill Biden last week. Biden's been dealing with COVID for the past few days. Both the senator and governor say they're regularly testing throughout the day and taking the necessary precautions for exposure.
More local news now. 3 blocks of State Street in downtown Madison are a little closer to becoming a permanent pedestrian mall. That means no vehicles whatsoever along that stretch. Common Council has unanimously approved a proposal to experiment with the mall in the 400, 500, and 600 blocks of State Street. Those lead up to the UW-Madison campus. A final vote on the plan to implement the proposal should come in the next few months. Right now, the experiment allows the city to work with municipal departments and emergency teams on studying what a possible pedestrian mall, no vehicles on this stretch, would look like.
You know, it's not going to be too long until we're decorating for fall. And here's something you may notice this year. You might have to settle for smaller pumpkins. Yeah, there could be fewer of them to pick from as well. This summer, farmers say the crop is smaller because of the lack of rain we've got.
Here's the bright side. When you're carving, less guts to pull out. Smaller pumps.
I'm curious myself to see what the lack of rain is going to do to the crop this year. If you're going to go pick your own or pick one up in the local store, hopefully we don't have to ship them in from that far.
6:39 now. Coming up after the break, there's a new study showing just how big a hit our kids took during remote learning through the pandemic.
All right, grab the jacket this morning. It is a cooler start to our Thursday morning. A lot of clouds will keep it cool today, but some sun and warmer weather into the weekend. The first warm forecast coming up.
Plus, we're working for the weekend in the 608 this morning. I'll tell you what's happening this first weekend in September next.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
Action! Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible deals. This awesome reclining sectional comes with a free recliner. Or this 5-piece dining set for $3.99. This soft gray sofa with the free matching chair, both for $4.88. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $3.98? Plus new 24-month no-interest financing. Up to 60% off at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Do not miss this one.
Progress means producing renewable fuels for trucks on the road today. We're partnering with farmers to develop these fuels using everything from plant byproducts to cow manure. And then using those fuels to help lower the life cycle carbon intensity of the transportation industry. Driving the world forward today while forging new roads to the future. That's energy in progress.
16 years from today, Greg Gerstner will finally land the perfect cannonball. Unsuspecting friends? Check. Epic water displacement? Big check. A work of art that's only possible because Greg is already meeting all these same people at AARP volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved, and mischievous, and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is taking you beyond the barometer. Email your weather-related questions to firstwarn@wisc-tv.com, and our team of meteorologists will give you the answers on News 3 Now, live at 4.
Help us pack the truck to kick off Coats for Kids.
Monday, News 3 Now is collecting kid-size winter coats at Clinky Cleaners on Monona Drive.
Stop by with a coat to keep kids warm this winter.
Pack the truck for Coats for Kids.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Here's some back-to-school coverage now. Dependence on remote learning technology during the pandemic caused a staggering inequality in education across the world. That is the conclusion of United Nations researchers according to the New York Times. A report from UNESCO says by May 2020, so just a couple of months into the pandemic here in the U.S., 60% of national remote learning programs relied entirely on the internet, but only about half the primary and secondary school students in the world targeted by those programs had internet access at home. So half couldn't participate. That's nearly 500 million young people.
At least 1.7 million adults develop sepsis in the U.S. in a typical year. 350,000 of them die in the hospital. But a new device is helping improve patient outcomes. It's called Flow Patch. The patch is put on the neck of patients and transmits real-time data to healthcare teams. It also monitors fluid levels. That's a key part of sepsis management. Experts say this device could save tens of thousands of lives a year.
Interesting. Okay, 6:44. Let's check in with Kelly Slifka on the patio. How's it feeling out there, Kelly?
Yeah, you know, it does have that feel of fall out here this morning. Not so much that the temperatures are that chilly, but obviously the leaves have been turning color because they've been so stressed because of our drought, but also a little bit of a breeze coming in out of the north, making it feel a little bit cool. So grab the jacket this morning. We're starting out in the lower 60s, even some upper 50s, like in Sun Prairie. 59 is 62 in Fitchburg, 61 right now in Middleton and also Wanakee. All right, this is our drought monitor, and you know, this is as of last week, and you see the expansive red there. That is the extreme drought, and it's a little dot just south of Madison as well. I expect this to continue to expand as we get the latest report coming out within the next 45 minutes. So it looks like that drought conditions will expand because of the extremely dry conditions we had over the weekend and obviously all the heat. Now, we do have a pretty good chance of seeing some rain as we go into early next week. Hopefully this pans out and gives us a little bit of hope, at least of some rain out there going into early next week. But it is feeling like autumn out here. Grab the jacket. Temperatures holding in the 60s all day long. Socked in with the clouds today, but we are expecting some sun and milder weather to return tomorrow. You can see the clouds extensive across southern Wisconsin on our sky cam. Only forecasting a high of 68 today. Our average now is 76 degrees. That's on the backside of the storm system that's bringing in that cool Canadian air. High pressures off to our west. The clearing line is going to be right along the Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa border going into the afternoon. So it looks like we're going to be socked in with clouds, but as you get closer toward the Iowa border here, closer to Mississippi, expecting some sun to be breaking out. 58 right now in the Adels, 56 in Watertown, 60 in Madison, 63 in Janesville. See the temperatures in the upper 50s there in Sun Prairie, Cottage Grove at 57, while it's 60 in Madison, 61 currently in Middleton, and also Cross Plains this morning. So cloudy skies keeping these temperatures down. That northerly wind around 10 miles per hour should gradually come down. See that clearing line there in Crawford, Grant County as we go into the afternoon hours, but that's not going to get here until it looks like tomorrow morning. Looks like the cool weather generally is going to be the rule for the next 6 to 10 days. That'll carry us right into the middle part of the month. Unfortunately, not a great chance of a whole lot of rain as well. First warm forecast 68 today, 73 tomorrow as we get back into some sunshine. A cool start to Saturday morning, but a really nice afternoon, 78. And Sunday looks great as well. The Ironman in town, 75. There comes that chance of rain, another cold front going into the middle of next week. I want to get to our first warn traffic as people are headed off to a work or school. Madison looks great. It's over in Verona near the Epic campus. You can see that we do have an accident there going toward Verona High School. You can see the red on those eastbound lanes there. Also, we have an accident south of Verona here. This is on Highway 69. It is backing up those southbound lanes going into that accident south in Verona.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thanks for keeping an eye on all that for us. We appreciate it. Hey, we're working for the weekend in the 608 this morning.
We sure are. Josh Breiter is letting us know what is going on. The weather's going to be pretty comfy out there, Josh. Anything outside we have?
Yeah, first weekend in September here, guys. So we're getting into that fall swing. And for the first time since 2017, the Madison Fire Department is announcing the return of Firefighter Fun Day. This family-friendly event encourages the community to meet them without the emergency. Firefighter Fun Day takes place Saturday afternoon from 1 to 4 at Fire Station 9 on Midvale Boulevard. There will be fire station tours, fire truck tours, games, face painting, and music. And this event is free for all. This next one's pretty cool. The Henry Vilas Zoo is excited to host its first Brewfari. This is happening Saturday night for those 21 years or older. Organizers say you could expect an evening of music, drinks, and after-hours fun with unlimited samples from local and regional breweries and wineries, along with amazing performances. Those tickets start at $55 a piece. The Wild West Days kick off Friday in Mazomanie. This is their 66th annual event happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Lions Park. There's a variety of activities going on, from the carnival, truck and tractor pull, parade, and demo derby. We'll be live from Mesa with more of a preview tomorrow on News 3 Now this morning. Remember, you can always see what's happening in the 608 by going to channel3000.com and clicking on our section. There's also the community calendar partnership with Madison Magazine. First weekend in September, guys, it's going to be feeling a lot like it out there.
Are you ready for it? I know you love summer, but...
You know, I actually do love fall. It's what comes after fall I get a little hesitant on, because you just never know how much fall we're actually going to get here in Wisconsin. But, you know, still some time to get out there and enjoy the nice weather while we have it.
Brufari sounds interesting at the Henry Vinyl
cool?
Zoo.
Heck yeah.
Got my attention.
Something for the adults celebrating this first week of school, right?
We love it.
A lot of us might need it. Thanks, Josh. Don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Just reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
It's 6:49 on your Thursday. Coming up in the morning sprint, a possible suspect in a string of over a dozen vandalism complaints, the charges they face.
If you've got a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Bacon Wrapped Sirloins, $2.99. Ruffles, Fritos, Cheetos, or Simply, $2.50 each when you buy 4. And select Coke products, $3.25 each when you buy 4. Only at Hy-Vee.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun.
And I the sea. I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. Typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with Vitafusion's expertly crafted assortment of delicious and nutritious gummies.
Oh, and I brought cupcakes.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
You got me.
Tag. You're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. In the mood for breakfast? At Denny's, the Super Slam is now only $9.99. Come get the biggest, crispiest, fluffiest, sweetest deal in breakfast for only $9.99. And for a limited time, try our new pumpkin pecan pancake breakfast. At Denny's, it's diner time.
The Bulls Bands and Barrels Tour invades the Alliant Energy Center on Saturday, September 16th, featuring bull riding, barrel racing, ultimate bullfighting, with a live performance by Wiley Green. Bulls Bands and Barrels Tour, Saturday, September 16th, 7 p.m. at the Alliant Energy Center.
It's Hy-Vee's one-day beverage sale this Thursday. A 24-pack of Pepsi, just $7.77. A 24-pack of Hy-Vee purified water, just $1.48. And Hy-Vee orange or apple juice, 99 cents. Thursday only at Hy-Vee.
Wisconsin Huddle, Friday nights at 6:30.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The suspect in the violent sexual assault of a UW-Madison student is in the Dane County Jail this morning. Madison police arrested Brandon Johnson early Wednesday. He's charged with first-degree reckless injury, first-degree sexual assault, and strangulation. Police say dozens of people and businesses reached out with surveillance video that led them to make that arrest.
Well, police say they have spoken with a suspect that they believe is solely responsible for a string of vandalism in Fitchburg. Over the weekend, police received more than 24 reports. Residents found their tires slashed and swastikas carved into their cars. Police aren't releasing the suspect's name. They say the charges are being referred right now to the Dane County District Attorney.
A former Sauk Prairie police officer will be in court again next month in a case of obstructing an investigation. Joel Ludowitz received a $500 signature bond during his first court appearance yesterday. The case involves a crash that happened last December. Investigators say Ludowitz totaled his car, fled, then reported it stolen. When someone reported the crash, Ludowitz was one of the first officers to respond. A witness says he was drinking the night of that crash.
A pair of Democratic state lawmakers are trying to raise the minimum wage for workers who get tips. The current minimum wage for those folks is $2.33 an hour. The bill would change the law, so there's just one minimum wage, which is $7.25 an hour. This would have a huge impact on places like bars and restaurants.
A 30-year-old man is in custody after police say he tried to set a house on fire Tuesday night. This happened in Dodgeville along East Merrimack Street just before midnight. The fire was under control before first responders arrived. Police arrested the man on scene. He's facing charges of arson, criminal property damage, and endangering safety.
An 11-year-old Milwaukee boy is set to stand trial in adult court, accused of murdering his mother. Milwaukee police first thought it to be an accidental shooting, but relatives say the boy's motive might have involved a virtual reality headset. Now the 11-year-old faces the most serious felony there is, first-degree intentional homicide and life in prison.
New video out of Racine shows a school bus flipping over after it was hit by a city bus yesterday. Look at this. This happened near Horlick High School just after classes got out. The city bus driver had to be med-flighted for their injuries. Luckily, no kids were on this school bus, but 8 people were on the city bus. It's not clear if any of them were injured.
In Pennsylvania, 49 children and 2 adults are recovering after a tow truck collided with that school bus. Police believe the 28-year-old tow truck driver was suffering some sort of a medical issue when he veered into the same lane as the bus. The driver and the bus driver suffered moderate injuries. The 49 kids were also taken to the hospital with minor injuries.
A Washington-based advocacy group is trying to block former President Trump from the primary ballot in Colorado. Their lawsuit cites the 14th Amendment's ban on insurrectionists holding public office. This is the first high-profile legal case trying to use the 14th Amendment to derail Trump's presidential campaign.
All right, good morning. I want to get to our first morning traffic as we continue to monitor a couple of accidents down toward Epic and Verona High School. One, it looks like it is cleared now. This is the one near Epic going toward Verona High School. We have one also south of there that's near on Highway 69. It looks like traffic has improved there. Meantime, temperatures this morning are on the cooler side. 59 right now in Madison. We've got 62 right now in Milwaukee. Northerly winds continue to usher in some cool temperatures from the north. Winds are out of the north. They'll be up there around 10 miles per hour. We're looking at a lot of clouds today. Probably need that jacket all afternoon long. Temperatures today in the upper 60s. Feeling kind of fall-like today. Nice day tomorrow as we rise in the 70s, get back into some sunshine. A really nice weekend, mid to upper 70s before some rain and cooler weather again early next week.
Kelly, thank you very much.
We'll have another news and weather update in 30 minutes. See you then.